Happy Tuesday and Ramadan Mubarak everyone. Sunset today is at 6:36, which is when we'll be able to break our fast. We had a very interesting show today. It's also Autism Awareness Month, so we had Green Suhaib come in and just educate us more and explain why she advocates for the cause so much. She has two twin autistic boys who she loves very dearly, and just explaining her life on a daily basis and what she has to go through. I think it's very eye-opening. It was very raw and unfiltered and very informative, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for listening to us, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And if you have any feedback or anything that you'd like us to mention or talk about or cover, please feel free to do so. You can email us at hello@lovin.co. And that is it. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Good morning and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we take you through the top trending stories of what is happening in and around the city. I'm Simran.
And I'm Shahir. Good morning, everyone.
And today's top trending stories are UAE advises not to travel to Tanzania and Equatorial Guinea amid the Marburg outbreak.
And also, a rare Dreamy pink diamond worth a whopping 128.5 million is coming to Dubai.
And Gridlocks no more. Dubai's new bridges and tunnels speed up commuting time.
And then we're going to have Suhaib join the show, a Dubai-based mother who's on a mission to raise awareness for autism and in honor of Autism Awareness Month in general.
Exactly. We can't wait for that interview and to sit down and talk to her about her and her boys. Before that, I want to ask you legit question that's been like daunting my brain.
Yeah.
For literally like nights.
What
is the point of wireless chargers? Like, what is the point of wireless chargers?
This is what has been keeping you up at night.
Yeah, like, why is that a thing? Because it just reduces the portability of your device when you just leave it there for wireless charging, right? Like, you can't use it, and if you use it, it stops charging. So you literally, like...
Yeah, that's my one thing. That's exactly it. You put it there, you're trying to charge your phone, but guess what? Your phone doesn't charge because you're using it at the same time. Yeah. That is the most frustrating thing. I got the 3-in-1 chargers, like the AirPod, watch, and the iPhone charger. But then I keep taking my phone out and putting it back there. But it doesn't even charge as fast. So, like, what's the point of having it in the first place?
Yeah, they say lightning fast chargers.
They're not.
They're really not. And sometimes the wireless chargers don't even work. That's another thing altogether. But the third thing, like, if it actually works and it's legit, like, this is a wireless charger. You leave it, but you need to answer calls, you need to answer messages, you need to do emails. Like, that, in that sense, aren't...
It's inconvenient. We can't use the phone.
Yeah.
Wire chargers are definitely better in that scenario.
Right?
Like, these coils don't transfer from the actual charger to the phone if it's not touching. And that's the frustrating part. I totally get that. It frustrates me a lot. I recently got the 3-in-1 and I'm not happy with it. I got it because Ali had it. And guess what? Ali, I fully regret it. So, like, there's that.
Honestly, it's so pointless. And that too... like, yeah, moving it around. There was one more thing about like portable wireless chargers.
It's not as fast to begin with.
Oh yeah, you need to remove your covers, right? You need to...
Yes!
It's not like you can leave your covers on all the time.
And you know, if you get the bricks for the iPhones...
The bricks?
The portable chargers that you just attach, the MagSafe ones.
Okay, yeah,
those are useless as well. They don't charge well.
Then you might as well just get a wired charger.
To the wired charger.
Right? Like those really long, 2-meter long wired chargers that you can just walk around the house with because it's so long.
No, because those 2-meter long wires don't charge as fast.
That's true.
Like, there's no winning.
You just need the normal charger.
The normal charger.
Yeah, I literally think it's such a marketing gimmick to say that, you know, wireless chargers are fast and good for your phone and convenient. Like, it is the opposite.
I just hope that one day, like, the radius of where the phone charger is, like, that's going to be a thing that it can charge from afar.
Yeah, that would be convenient.
That would be convenient.
Yes.
But, like, even back to the 3-in-1 chargers... Ali has one back in the PCR, the production control room. It's convenient when you can charge 3 things at once. That is the best part in all of that.
Yeah.
But that's the only light at the end of the tunnel that I see.
Yeah. But you really have to be like, you know what? It just makes sense when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Right? And when you're inactive, when you're not using your device or your AirPods or any of the like devices, you just leave it there for charging and it's like in the morning you wake up. But that's the same thing as wired chargers. Like, it is the same
But wired chargers are faster. Again, Like, let's say I went back home after work, I have an event to go to after. My phone's not going to charge as fast if I only have that wireless charger. I'm going to need the wire charger.
Wow, we are such sheep. It's like, you market something in the right way.
Like, I'll take it.
Yeah, and you're just like so convinced that this is the product. Like, this is the future. This is convenient. This is like, why haven't we had this before?
In all reality, we've taken 3 steps back.
Yeah, it's just so useless.
Might as well use those cord phones at this point.
Because
that's faster.
I think honestly, the point of getting wireless chargers is for the fact that they want these smartphones to eventually not have any holes.
Yeah.
To make it completely water resistant.
Yeah.
But how many times do you actually because if you drop it in the ocean, it's gonna go.
You're so triggered. You're so triggered. Well, no, with iPhones, if it goes in the water, you're still good. They're waterproof.
No, that's in a puddle, but not in the ocean. If it falls in the ocean, it's gone.
I think you have 8 meters down.
Do you want to experiment with yours?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Well, we will move on to our first story, Shahir.
So oh my God, I'm sorry, that's me. The UAE advises not to travel to Tanzania and the Equatorial Guinea amid the Marburg outbreak. So the UAE has issued warnings to citizens against traveling to Tanzania and, sorry, Jeannie, I pronounced it wrong earlier. Due to the outbreak of the deadly Marburg virus, in a social media post on Saturday, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation advised all citizens to postpone travel to the 2 countries and those already there to follow the instructions from the health authorities and contact the ministry in case of any emergencies.
Now, according to reports, Equatorial Guinea has confirmed at least 13 cases, while Tanzania has had at least 5 deaths among 8 cases. And the World Health Organization is working with both countries to tackle the outbreak and to provide expert assistance, deploying health emergency experts and supplying vital materials.
So the Marburg virus, sorry, my voice is going, which originates in fruit bats, has a high death rate of 88%. And there's no vaccine or antiviral treatment available as of now. Symptoms include severe headaches, fatigue, and nausea before hemorrhagic
symptoms, and they begin with 7 days. And the World Health Organization has also advised that supportive care, including rehydration with oral or invasive fluids, and treatments of specific symptoms can improve the chances of survival.
So several UAE-based airlines fly to Tanzania, and while both Emirates and Fly Dubai said that the flights are still operating, they're keeping close eyes on the entire situation, monitoring how to best approach moving forward.
Exactly. So in times like this, we already know the drill. It's just like with anything, in the horizon of virus or, bacteria-related conditions, we just know what to do now in terms of like keeping a safe distance, wearing a mask, washing our hands, sanitizing when we're traveling. That too, taking so much care any time that we're traveling, because we just do not want to be in the scenario of like quarantine again, or just have to deal with these kind of alien viruses.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we do know how to move forward in general when situations like this occur now, purely based off the past, but there are certain things that airlines are advising for people that are thinking to travel or are already there. So if you are thinking of traveling to either of the 2 countries, ideally you should postpone it. Also, those affected should move on with the following instructions to avoid contact with any other patients with the same symptoms or people around you. So basically, to self-isolate, avoid contact with blood and any bodily fluid with other people, and avoid visiting caves, and avoid touching or contacting any animals like chimpanzees and gorillas.
Exactly.
So it's just things to be aware of. I'm super frustrated with this story, particularly today, because my parents are flying to Zanzibar. So I beg them not to. I am afraid.
Yeah.
But I do know that they're going to do what is needed to stay safe and be cautious.
Yeah, for sure. And in times like this, we do make sure that we follow everything instructions given to us by authorities, and we will give more information to you as they come to us. Now, our next story is a rare Dreamy pink diamond worth a whopping 128.5 million dirhams is coming to Dubai. So hold on to your wallets, because a dazzling pink diamond that gives proper Pink Panther vibes, worth a whopping 128.5 million, is, like we said, coming here. And the stunning bubblegum pink diamond is embarking on a world tour of a million hotspots to stir up some interest among potential buyers. And it's making a stop in Dubai from May 22nd to May 26th. And the sparkling pink beauty is set to be the star of the show at Sotheby's upcoming auction, where it's expected to fetch a record-breaking of $35 million.
So it's dubbed the Eternal Pink. This gemstone is not your average gemstone or diamond in the rough. It's cushion cut, internally flawless. It is very flawless. Fancy, vivid, purplish pink diamond. That's the highest possible grade of color for a colored diamond, basically. The modifying color of purple adds the charm and vibrancy of the diamond's feminine hue, making it a dream come true for many.
I mean, it looks absolutely stunning, but you know, then again, it comes back to how diamonds are marketed, and you know, just makes you really believe that it's such a necessity, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing of a diamond is a girl's best friend by Marilyn Monroe. That song, how it just like broke all records, became like an anthem, but
this really does look like it's a diamond in the rough.
Genius
like,
marketing.
Genius. Would you get it?
Would I get it?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had that kind of money, maybe I would get something that's got a good resale value. So depending on this,
I bet it's just gonna go up in value.
So this beauty will also be stopping in Hong Kong, Taipei, mainland China, Singapore, Geneva, giving the super wealthy all over the world a chance to ogle over it. And the Eternal Pink will be offered as part of the Sotheby's Magnificent Jewels auction on June 8th in New York. So if you're a billionaire or a trillionaire, this might be your chance to snag this rare and stunning diamond. And how fabulous would it be, you know, just like proposing to the love of your life with this pink,
120
Pink Panther diamond.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just gonna go up in value. It's the type of thing that you're just you want it framed or like positioned in a way where people walk by it, see it, but not touch.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a status thing.
It is a status thing. But would you, I mean, like I'm just thinking, would I want a pink diamond, like if I'm to get a wedding ring? Would it be a pink diamond, or would it just be like those timeless, nice, you know, like, the
timeless is the way
ones?
forward. Like you'd want to give that to your daughter, right? One day, would you? I don't know. I guess it's something people do.
I guess, yeah.
The
why
idea
not?
of it's nice.
Yeah, but it's so like, honestly, I've said this a billion times, but like I just, every time I read the story or see it, it's the Pink Panther theme song playing in the... Literally, right? You get
it does
vibe?
give that vibe. It does seem cartoonish in general, this whole concept.
Like you can just picture that cartoon panther walking around the diamond when you see that video.
I miss Pink Panther. I used to love it.
Oh my gosh, we had the best cartoons growing up.
Yeah, God knows what kids are watching these days.
Like they have nothing. They have nothing going for them.
And they don't know any better.
And like we had Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
We had, have you ever watched Replacements?
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes.
All of them.
Coco what?
Coco Melon?
Coco Melon, what's that?
Coco Melon? Can you, like what?
What's that?
Do you watch Coco Melon, Ali?
What is that?
It's some kids cartoon. Clearly, Ali watches Coco Melon. But it's a hit. Kids
The
love
Replacements,
Coco
I feel like not that many people watch The Replacements. You're the second person to mention it the last like 2 weeks.
With The Replacements. Oh, it was iconic.
It's a brother and sister, right? And their parents are always out, and then they have someone come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
God, those
so
are the
good.
days.
Oh my God, Timmy Turner.
Yeah, for your parents.
Yes, Fairy Odd Parents. Oh, such good code name Kids Next Door.
Yes. Ben 10. Ben 10 was
10.
good.
Yeah.
I feel like that was us growing up at the same time.
Yeah. Ben 10 for sure.
I saw this conspiracy. I'm so trapped in my TikTok. It's all conspiracy theories. So it's like these cartoon conspiracy theories, and it's how the guy with the hat was sick in Kids Next Door.
Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, he wants them to be young forever because he's not okay. And he wants to cherish every moment with them. And the last episode, he dies.
I don't understand what you're talking about. You know Houston from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No, the Kids Next Door.
Kids Next Door. The guy who's bald.
Yeah. So he was basically sick, yeah, which is why he wants to stay young forever.
Okay. Whatever.
I don't know. I'm
Sounds
so
interesting.
deep in TikTok with conspiracy theories.
I mean, yeah, conspiracy theories are honestly like they're non-fiction basically, right? Like people just like writing more to the story.
Yeah. Like,
Non-fiction.
no,
It's
fiction.
fiction.
It's
Yeah,
fiction.
fiction, yeah.
Yeah. But like, it's sad. I don't know. It's just too deep for kids.
It's but yeah, I mean, my point is that kids are really missing out. Like we had some quality cartoons growing up
We did.
and shows, and they really have nothing right now.
They absolutely have nothing at all. Nothing on Netflix
Do you
is
feel like
worth
creativity is dying?
I just feel like they have different interests, kids. So like, we don't know how to provide for them because we're still learning who they are.
No, I feel like if they watched the cartoons we had growing up, they would still enjoy it.
At least like Scooby-Doo. I have one more conspiracy
Scooby-Doo?
theory. I have one more conspiracy theory. It's not, sorry, the new Vilma show that came out. We're
Yeah.
on a different tangent. The new Vilma spin-off that came out.
Yeah.
In the first episode, I think, she keeps having these flashbacks. And basically, by the end of the episode, you find out that Scooby-Doo, the reason he's so quiet and everyone's so obsessed with him is because everyone's under his control. And Vilma's the only one that breaks out of like this alternate dimension that he created. So he kills them time and time again, which is why there's so many variations of Scooby-Doo.
Wow.
No one asked for this.
I mean,
This
like
is a whole tangent.
I don't agree with that.
This is the episode. This is what happened in the show.
Oh, this is what happened on the
Yeah.
show. Oh my
Like-
gosh! Like, what are people like? How do they come up with these scenarios?
This is a full tangent.
Oh my! These are like literally shower thoughts at its peak.
Yeah, it literally is. I think I'll start watching it.
But our next story, Gridlocks no more. Dubai's new bridges and tunnels speed up commuting time. So Dubai is growing faster than the latest TikTok dance craze, and the city is ensuring it can keep up with its rapidly expanding population, with over 3.5 million people already calling Dubai home, and 67,000 more joining them every year. And the city has had to invest in some serious infrastructure to keep traffic flowing. Now, Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority (RTA) has been working hard to build new roads and bridges, including 2 bridges and a fancy tunnel as part of a 5.3 billion improvement project.
That's insane. So the bridges spanning a total of 2,325 meters and the tunnel are all a part of the Falcon Interchange Improvement Project. This latest initiative aims to ease traffic flow between Al Khalij Street, Khalid bin Al Walid Road, and Al Ghabaiba Road. The transport links will be able to serve 27,000 vehicles per hour.
So the Falcon scheme is a part of the 13-kilometer Al Shindiga Corridor Improvement Project, which spans Sheikh Rashid Road, Al Mina Street, Al Khalij Street, and Al Cairo Street. The wider Al Shindiga initiative also includes the construction of 15 junctions.
So RTA is determined to expand the city's road network to keep up with the needs of the growing public. The recently completed road in Al Quds 2, Nader Shiba 2, and Al Barsha South 3, covering 37 kilometers, and that's just a glimpse of what's to come.
Exactly. So if you're thinking of joining the 67,000 new residents who call Dubai home each year, rest assured the city is committed to keeping up with all your needs, from infrastructure to housing to healthcare and happiness. Dubai is ready to welcome you with open arms and a shiny bridge or 2. So make sure, if you want more information on that and like a proper breakdown, do head on to our website or download the Lovin Dubai app so you can have the full lowdown with the article as to the changes in the road system. But yeah, interesting news. As a driver, does that put you to ease,
It makes
knowing
me
that
so happy.
traffic is gonna?
For me, it's the fact that like I don't need to take Sheikh Zayed Road to get from point A to point B. There's 3 or 4 different alternatives. Obviously, that's the one that gets the busiest over time. So just like the ease and access of getting, because after work I go to my gym in Marina. If I go through Sheikh Zayed Road, that's hectic. If I take the one parallel to it, forgot this name, I'm saving 10-15 minutes. So like just knowing that RTA is doing everything they can, yeah, exactly, to make things easier for people. It's just going to be easier and easier to get from point A to point B,
Exactly.
And all of these like hectic trips aren't as hectic anymore because the infrastructure is there to ease and bring convenience to the roadsters.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And that too, knowing that there's an influx of expats now, especially this time of the year, like they are working on all the solutions possible, and they know about the Sport City traffic as well. And I feel like these recently I have just not been facing that much traffic coming into Sports City.
Thankfully.
Right? And it's like schools have opened up. So
Yeah.
initially it was like, okay, the schools are shut. That's why there's not much traffic on the road. But now schools are open. People are back to, you know, universities and kindergarten and schools, high schools, all of that. But the traffic is still very manageable. So it is a lot of like planning that we don't see, like behind the scenes that go on behind this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's great that they have that transparency with us. Like, we are working on this, give us this timeline, this is the time frame for it, this is when you can expect changes. So, of course, once again, round of applause to RTA.
Love a good new road, you know.
Of course. But stay tuned, because right after a very short break, we will speak to Amreen Suhaib, a Dubai-based mother on a mission to raise autism awareness. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Now, in honor of Autism Awareness Month, we are joined by a mother to two autistic twin boys who's made it her mission to spread awareness and educate the people of Dubai. Welcome to the show, Amreen Suhaib. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
It's
It's a
pleasure's
pleasure.
all ours.
You guys are full of energy. I need to know how. How do you guys do that?
I was just going to say, you walked in with such amazing vibes and a smell that really just, you know, filled
Took over the room.
studio. Just a beautiful scent.
Thank you. Thank you.
So can you start off by telling us more about you and what you do?
I am a mother to twin boys on the autism spectrum. I have 3 boys. My set of twins is my eldest. They're 9, almost 9. I'm a housewife. I have my majors in international relations. I wanted to continue working in that field, but life had other plans. So right now I'm a full-time housewife, and due to my twins, I jumped in to advocacy because I think it was required. So right now I'm an advocate and I write for autism awareness and mainly about acceptance. Yeah.
So how do you explain autism to someone who is not really aware about it?
Autism basically, medically, if I tell you, it's a neurological condition. The brain is, in easy words, if I say, it's wired differently. It's made differently, and autism is basically a neurological. There's a big debate on it if you call it a condition or a disability, but I call it a disorder, a condition that you live with that has no cure. And autism comes with a lot of challenges throughout the life. You know, children who have autism, they cannot communicate properly. They struggle with socializing. They struggle with speech, they struggle with almost everything. It affects all the parts of your life. But autism is like, I'd say, the most challenging thing that I have seen so far in my life. Like, there are disabilities, but autism is, I think it impacts you like real bad. And with my twins, since autism is a spectrum, it's called autism spectrum disorder. So some of the autistic kids or people on the spectrum, they're mild, some are moderate, some are severe. So, and each autistic child, the most beautiful thing about autism is each autistic person is different from the other one. So if you meet one person on the autism spectrum, you meet one person on the autism spectrum. Like, I have twins, but they're entirely different. And it varies. There are people who are painters, who are artists, who are, who are doing things because they are, as you call, high functioning. They're Asperger's, and they are doing a lot. They're self-advocating themselves as well. But why I wanted to talk more about it, because I represent the community of mothers and families who have kids who are moderate to severe, who cannot speak, who are nonverbal, who are struggling with behaviors, because it comes with a lot of self-hitting behaviors. Everything is like connected. Like, if I specifically talk about my twins, there's a lot of behaviors because they cannot speak. They cannot speak because the brain is, it's different. But again, I don't want to, talk more sad and negative about it. I just want to tell the people that autism is, they are made differently and they perceive the world differently. The way my twins feel the breeze, it's like it's a vision, and the way they will enjoy any fountain or any music. It's like they are in their own mood, like, and I love it. This is what I'm trying to spread to the world, that they perceive the world differently and they are made differently. One thing that needs to stand above all is that autism has no cure. So stop running after cures. It's a condition that you will live with all your life. But sadly, whenever there is a thing on internet that, we have found a cure for autism, internet is full of it. Parents just go mad. Please just believe in one thing, that autism is a condition you live with and autism has no cure.
What are some of the other misconceptions people would have?
That all the autistic kids have some talent or superpower. No, they don't. This is the biggest thing. This is, I hear everywhere. So what's their talent? I'm like, none, like right now, none. Like, as I already said, that autism is a very broad spectrum. So kids have talent. Lately, I attended an event. I'm sure you guys know about Abdullah Lutfi. He's a doodle artist. He's autistic. He's Dubai based. He's Emirati. Yeah. So I saw him talking, and he has a personality and he's amazing at what he does. But all the autistic kids are not like that. And the second biggest myth is it's caused by vaccines. No, it's not. And the third is I gave too much screen time to my kids, so it caused autism. I think this is the biggest misconception that I've listened to, I've read everywhere. Moms dying in this guilt. I gave him so much screen time, it caused autism. No, I think it's by birth. Do your studies when your child gets diagnosed. I didn't know about autism until my twins got diagnosed. But then after getting out of depression, because it was 2 and it was a big blow for me, I started reading about it. The more you read about it, the more you become aware. And everything starts when you accept it and you actually accept it. Okay, my child is different, because there's a lot of stigma attached around with autism. Like, I know the feeling, many parents get really emotional. I used to as well. But accepting that your child is going to be an additional needs child all his life, and maybe you have to be a parent until you die. It's, when my kids are high on behavior, it's like I'm walking on eggshells. It's so difficult, but I have to keep my calm. It's like parenting forever. They're 9, but they're 3, basically 3 and 2.5 by brain. So it's difficult, but it's just that people say that I have accepted it, but actually, they still haven't. Inside, they will fall for any cure, any news that comes up with a cure, they'll run for it. And I get it, because you're a parent, you love your child. I mean, I was really excited because since I got married, I wanted to have twins. I was like, I want to have twins. I used to tell my parents, please pray, I want twins. And when I was told that they're twins, I was over the moon. Because my husband, he talks very less, and I used to be like, I'll have 2 babies and they'll be talking and we'll be a team, and I was really excited. But when I got the diagnosis, it was very difficult. Having multiples with a condition, it's one kind of a struggle. But again, they are the struggle, but they are the source of power as well. 6 months I was into depression. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to talk about it. But after 6 months, there was something inside me which told me, that you need to get up for them, if not for yourself. And that is where I stood up and I was like, okay, the problem God has given me, fine. Let's do what I can do to help them, because, I am going to be their voice. I'm going to be the leading light of their life, because their diagnosis is like, moderate to severe and maybe needing help throughout life. So until I'm alive, I'll keep doing it. And I met a mother when I got the diagnosis, and I was crying because I remember I cried rivers in the clinic, and she was sitting and she came and she hugged me and she was like, I have one son on the spectrum. And she talked to me, she calmed me down, and I wiped my tears and I was like, how are you so strong? She said, after a few years, you are going to be sitting at my place and calming another mother. And I was like, that's not going to happen. And this is what I do now. I tell mothers that it's okay. It has happened. It's not like you don't need to get stuck with, oh my God, my child is autistic. You need to move on, because time is moving really fast. This is what I have been telling parents. I've been talking about this everywhere, that you don't need to become paranoid with the cure and, accept my child, inclusion, blah, blah, blah. talk about it, but don't become obsessed with it. Enjoy your children as well. There's a lot of talk about, gluten-free diets, don't give them sugar. But I agree, but I do give them ice cream because they're kids. Like they love ice cream. And there's this friend of mine, she's like, oh, you're crazy, it's going to make them happy. I was like, they're not going to be children forever. I don't want them to lose that, the charm of childhood. Yeah. I don't care. There are days I'm like, I just want them to be. So don't become obsessed, paranoid with this thing that, oh my God, GFC have died and etc. etc. Enjoy your kids because, they're not going to be kids forever. And when they grow up, it's another struggle. I don't want to even think about it right now. But I love my kids. I enjoy every bit of moment with them. My children, they stim. And when they're happy, they'll be clapping and, they'll be stimming. They're making loud sounds. Initially, I used to get really concerned, because this is the thing. You have a child who's different and he's doing something that's really funny to people and it's really awkward. So people will, they look back, they'll stare that, oh my God. Initially, I used to get really concerned and, I used to leave the place. But eventually I learned that, this is how they are and I can't make them a prisoner at home. So I take them out everywhere. You might find us somewhere, so just be cool with it. Because he's clapping and he's stimming like Tarzan, he's tapping his chest. I was at a supermarket and the other day, he was so loud. Everybody was like trying to locate where the voice is coming from. And some people, they keep staring, which is fine. Okay, my son is different. But now I'm at that point in my journey that, if somebody is staring, I'm like, he's autistic, he's autism. So, I just make them a little conscious as well.
Yeah.
But as a mother to multiples with a condition, I just tell this to all the mothers, you need to talk about it. If you want the society to be aware and accept them, come out, talk about kids, talk about your child's condition, and then leave it up to them. But you have this liability on your shoulders that you need to talk about it. My husband still is very uncomfortable talking about it publicly, but this is what I tell him, and why not? I mean, on one hand, you're like, the society doesn't accept my kids and, etc., etc. But what part are you playing as a parent of that child? Like, there are many self-advocates for autism as well who are verbal and they're talking about it. But then there are kids like mine who cannot speak, who cannot, right now, they cannot self-advocate. So I will do it for them because as a mother, I think it's my job.
When you say speak about it, where can we speak? Are there resources made available? Are there Facebook groups that people can join? What are the different approaches parents can take just to have someone to talk to?
I came up with the page, The Warrior Mommy, because I feel this is what we are. We are fighting a war at many ends on a daily basis. That is what I thought of doing. Then there are a lot of, again, stigma. People are not comfortable coming out and talk about it very openly. It's a personal choice. But again, inclusion is the word. Inclusion, first is like, I tell you, this is autism, and you're like, okay, now I know, it's a condition. Hopefully now you know what is autism, and, kids do this, there are, symptoms and all, But the second thing is acceptance. Do you accept my child? If he comes here and he's clapping and he's stimming or he's sniffing your hair, will you be okay knowing that he's autistic? And inclusion is accommodating them and, giving them a chance. Very, very rarely I have seen special kids being invited to birthday parties because, they don't fit in. For me, inclusion is a tricky thing, if you ask me to be really brutally honest. I attend events, coffee mornings, special mothers, special parents, therapists, they're sitting and talking about, we can do this, we can do that. I have a very different perspective. I think inclusion, where do you want them to be included? The mainstream society, the normal society. What you have to do is involve them, make them aware instead of talking in the same community over and over again. For example, coffee mornings. What I think is special mothers and the neurotypical mothers, they sit down, they brainstorm, they talk about it. How can we tell our normal kids, okay, if you see a child doing like this, how do we explain it to them that he's different, Things like these to make inclusion practical. I was just talking to somebody and I was like, have you seen or do you know of any child who will go to an autism center or autism organization's page on Insta and see, okay, it's 2nd April and, he will read about it? I don't think so, because it's, they're kids and they're teenagers. They have a different perspective of things. It's boring to them. So what you need to do, and what the media and the parents, you have to be creative when it comes to inclusion. I was just talking to somebody out and I was like, whenever I'm driving, I look at these billboards and I go to malls, I see the screens flashing, and I just wonder, for example, April is popular for autism awareness. Let's, for the month of April, put autism-friendly quotes on these billboards, maybe with a picture of an autistic child.
100%.
If not mine, any autistic child. The main purpose is to spread the word. Use these screens. Like, I was talking to Imar and these big groups, Miras, and I was like, why we can't do that? Why we can't use your screens for a week maybe?
Very true.
Why can't we use Coca-Cola cans or Pepsi cans with autism-friendly quotes with a picture of an autistic child? Because everybody loves Coke. So you need to be like really creative to get that attention from the normal world, and
just normalize it.
Yeah, normalize it, and it has to be like really attractive. You are driving on Chigzai, then you see a boat. It will catch your eye maybe for a second, but you will look. And when you come home and you type autism on Google, it's a success. I got your attention there. And when it comes to schools, that is another big platform to spread awareness and acceptance. See, the government has given you an infrastructure that, okay, you have to be inclusive. The schools, like, you have to have neurodivergent kids in the classroom. But for me, I think if the rest of the class does not know about that special child in their class, it's not going to be successful. When the schools, the normal schools, they need to have presentations, maybe monthly, maybe quarterly, where they, show autistic kids, this is what they do, this is, how it is. If they're clapping, they need to self-regulate themselves. LSAs, teachers, they need to start working together. Like, even on educational platforms, it has to be creative. You tell the kids, they are kids. I mean, they're smart, they're going to learn. And when it comes to parks, I mean, I have been told in my face, can you please take your kids from here? My child pick up some negative behaviors from your child. Initially, my eyes used to well up, because it's so emotionally, it takes such a toll on your health. But again, it's a journey. I learned. And now I'm like, no.
Well, what do you say to parents like that?
I tell them very nicely. If people are staring, like I told earlier, I'll just look at them. If they keep staring, I tell them, oh, he's autistic. So that, if they further ask me, I just tell them, this is autism and he's autistic, and, this is how he self-regulates. But even then, there's a big chunk of society that is still insensitive to special kids. And then communities, like, I live in a community, right? I wrote to them that let's do something in the community, parks, kids, let's do something creative, maybe give them chocolates with a tag behind it. There's such cool ideas. Who doesn't love chocolate? Because I want to target the kids who are like 7 and, then it goes on, +7, under 7, they're still very young. But parents are like, if they see my twin, he stims like this and he'll clap and he'll laugh when he's happy. So I have seen parents will just, push their kids behind them because, they're, I don't know, scared. But it's the insensitivity that we need to work on. But for that, again, the special parents, they have to come out and talk about it.
First thing I want to say, mothers are so special. Like, we can see with you, you're tremendous and you're fighting the right fight. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. You're doing so much for your kids and for all those kids around the world who need someone to speak up on their behalf. It's so beautiful. It brings tears to our eyes.
No, thank you so much for having me. I'm honored. I'm so happy, emotionally overwhelmed, because platforms like yours, they need to talk about it. Because I tell you, kids like mine, mothers like me, they deserve an equal chance to be represented. And thank you so much. I hope you set an example for other people to fall into your shoes and talk about it, because it is important. Acceptance.
You're incredible. Your story is as well. Have you seen the movie Wonder, by the way?
Yes. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful movie, and it talks about everyone's struggle with the situation. Like, the kid has autism, and it shows like the mother's struggle, sisters, the father's. I want to just ask you before we end the show, like, for you, what was your biggest struggle coming to terms with this? And also, what is the one message you want to give to parents, you know, in terms of what you've seen and what made you get into advocacy? Like you've seen this behavior with kids or children or parents, and you want to give a message, a strong message to them, so they teach their kids from a young age acceptance, like anything of that sort.
The biggest struggle, I think it's the same with all of us. It's the financial aspect of autism. It's expensive. The therapies, they're mandatory. Our kids need them, most of them, every day of the week, but they are very expensive. Most of the insurances are not covering them because it's a genetic thing, so you know it doesn't come, and you know they have their own reasons. So financial aspect is the biggest struggle for me, because I know my twins need a school, they need therapies, but it's expensive. I cannot afford having multiples again. So it's the biggest struggle. And then looking up to the neurotypical world for acceptance, that is another challenge, because I know we're talking about it. Sitting here is another example that things are changing, but it's still a very long road, and hopefully, you know, we'll keep working on it. And a message that I want to give to all the mothers listening to me, minds of all kinds, let's accept them the way they are. Please stop running after cures, my fellow special moms. There's no cure. And to the neurotypical mothers, let's just accept and embrace the different minds, and let's just start telling our typical normal kids that it's okay to have different kids around you. They have all the right to everything around them. Just be kind, be humble, be understanding, accommodating, because it doesn't cost you anything. It's for free.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much.
And where can people follow you on Instagram?
I have this page. It's called The Warrior Mommy, because I think that's all of us are fighting wars on different ends on daily basis. So it's The Warrior Mommy.
You really are, and thank you so much for joining us on the show and just opening up to this extent. It was beautiful speaking with you.
I'm honored. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. That is it from us. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
This show is brought to you by the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.